Hello and welcome to Vault Holocron. I'm Jonathan, and today we will be discussing The Mandalorian. So, spoiler warning. Anyway, more specifically, I'm looking into which Jedi will show up at the end of The Mandalorian. So this had been a hot topic lately, as everything in this season of The Mandalorian seems to be building up to the Jedi who will arrive on Tython. Today I'm going to discuss each candidate for being this Jedi and conclude by saying which one I think it will be. First I'm covering Ezra Bridger. Ezra Bridger is a likely choice I'd say because he is confirmed to be alive, and we've already at least heard of Thrawn and Ahsoka in this season of The Mandalorian. Ezra was last seen with Thrawn, and now Thrawn is roaming the universe and controlling the remnants of the Empire, so I'd say that he's definitely able to get the signal. If Thrawn can influence the Empire, I think the Seeing Stone should be able to influence Ezra. Ezra also wouldn't be so worried about the child's emotions, as like Grogu, he does have emotions, and may be able to teach Grogu how to overcome them. The only drawback would be that if there is a Rebels sequel show, we'd already know what Ezra looks like and who plays him, so some elements of interest could be lost. And if The Mandalorian is before the Rebels epilogue, cough cough, watch our video on this very topic, cough cough, then the sequel show could be limited by his appearance in The Mandalorian. However, I definitely wouldn't say these drawbacks are enough to stop Ezra being the Jedi. Next, I'm covering Cal Kestis. While not confirmed to be alive, Cal Kestis is one of the top candidates. Meditation is a key mechanic in the Jedi Fallen Order games, with runes to unlock new abilities. A lot of people have noticed that the Seeing Stone looks similar to this with runes on the design, and Grogu meditating on the top. Also, Cal's story is focused around Force-sensitive children and rebuilding the Jedi Order, so it'd be fitting for Cal to end up with a Force-sensitive child to train and look after. There are a few issues with this though, as Cal Kestis isn't confirmed to be alive, and the game series hasn't finished, so The Mandalorian would take away stakes from the games and remove some creative liberties from the producers. However, they may wish to use The Mandalorian to sell more copies of the game. Cal could also be an interesting approach, as he has the rare Force Echo ability, meaning that when he arrives on the empty Tython, he could see the events that had happened at the stone. Also, a bonus is that it wouldn't be hard to find an actor, because the guy who plays him from the games looks just like him. Luke Skywalker now, and he's definitely confirmed to be alive, as he is seen in the sequels. Luke would be an amazing character to see on screen again, and I'm almost 100% sure Favreau can make his character perfectly. Luke would be a Jedi who would most likely want to train Grogu, bearing in mind he had attachments when he was being trained, and that didn't bring him to the dark side, but save him from it. Luke also knows Yoda and trained under him, so when he sees Grogu he would recognize the species, and unlike anyone else on the list, we know he could call up Yoda's Force Ghost. I understand everyone else has seen Yoda on this list, well, almost everyone, but they didn't have as big of a connection. The big issue with this though is the sequels, as Baby Yoda is not present or referenced in them, so it would be difficult to figure out what to do with him. On one hand, you could kill him, but that could be disappointing, and on the other hand, you can keep him alive but risk the story seeming forced. I'd say Luke is the choice that would give off the most conflicting views, as although we all love the character and want to see him again, making it work may not go so well. That's it for the Jedi I'm looking into today, although I would like to briefly mention that Mace Windu, Yaddle and Leia are also candidates for showing up. So at the end of this, I'd like to say that the character I think is the most likely to come up would be Cal Kestis. Now, Ezra is the one which I want to show up, because Cal Kestis, the stakes would be removed from the games. and I feel like he doesn't quite match as well, I guess. I mean, there is the whole runes thing and the full sensitive children thing, but he's got his own set of games at the moment, and I believe that he should die there, really, in that series, even though that is just my opinion on what should happen.
Also, they may not feel like using Ezra Bridger because it might put them in a difficult spot for a future Rebels sequel show.
But anyway, Ezra Bridger is a really close second, and he is the candidate I want, as I said. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this brief video discussing who could show up, and we hope to see you later at Vault Holocron.